All right, that covers a lot of it. Another question I do get, though, is the actual licensing procedure. Okay, first off, if you buy a new one, buy a new RZR, side-by-side, whatever, you're going to get a manufacturer statement of origin. That is not a title. You are going to have to first register your vehicle as an off-road vehicle. You're going to have to do that, or at least in my state, and from what I've heard, most states are that way. You're going to have to send in your MSO to first get a title, because under the law, when you do these upgrades, what they're going to do, they're going to give you a form to fill out. And you go down a checkbox and check off and initial all these things, such as the lights, turn signals, high-low beams, shatterproof glass, etc., etc. And you're checking it off, and you're saying on the form that you already own this vehicle. Change that. It's already registered to you, being registered to you, and as the legal owner, you have gone in and added these accessories to meet this law, to make it street legal. And that's what you're saying. But in order to do that, it first has to be registered to you. You cannot go in with a fresh MSO from your manufacturer and do this. So what I did, I went in just a couple of days after I bought mine. I'd already started doing the conversion. I wasn't actually completely finished. You're supposed to be finished before you do it, but I knew I had some parts on order that wasn't going to be in for a short while, and I did want to go ahead and get the process started. So I went ahead and I registered mine as an off-road vehicle. And actually here in Arkansas, that gives you your little yellow sticker. That's this right here. Other states may have something different. The law says in Arkansas that, and a lot of states I've noticed, but I know Arkansas for sure, that sticker is supposed to be on the left side of the vehicle in a position where it is visible from at least 20 yards away if an officer shines a light on it. It's reflective. Okay, you notice mine is not on the left side of the vehicle. Well, it's on the left side, but if he's standing to the left and he shines a light on it, it's probably not going to reflect back at him from 20 yards. But I knew that I wouldn't be using that very long. But I did go ahead and put it on my vehicle. That way, if I do happen to be in the woods somewhere on a national forest trail or something, and they ask if you have registered it, they say you do have to have your off-road registration in order to drive on the trails. Even if your vehicle is street legal, you still have to have your off-road registration. Well, there it is. In Arkansas, this does not expire. It's good forever. So I only had to do that once, and that sticker is good forever. And it still belongs to my vehicle, even though I've gone back and licensed it for the street. The street does not override my off-road registration for those places that require me to have that. So I do have that. Even though it's not really visible from the left, from 20 yards away, if a light hits it. I guess if it was to the left and behind it, maybe it is, but I don't think that's really the letter of the law. But like I said, that was not my primary concern. Okay, what you do after I did that, though, they sent off my title when I did that, gave me that sticker. I stuck that sticker on, and in about a week and a half, I got my title back. And my title now shows my vehicle to be an off-road vehicle. When it came in from, at least on the RZR, when mine actually came in, my MSO actually had it marked as a DB under the category, which means dune buggy. I mean, I've now registered it as an off-road vehicle, or ATV, ORV, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so anyways, 10 days later, I get my title back. Now registered as an off-road vehicle or ATV. The day I got it in the mail, I went back that very afternoon, and she pulls out the form that I mentioned earlier, where you go down and you initial all these changes that you're saying that as the owner, registered owner of this off-road vehicle, that you have made these modifications to make it street legal. And you go down and you initial them all, and then you sign and date at the bottom. You give her that form, and you give her your title back that you just got back, your off-road vehicle title back, and she turns around and gives you a license plate. In my state, we don't have vehicle inspections anymore, so I didn't even have to deal with that. I didn't have to go show it to anybody. By signing that form, they're just taking my word for it that I have done the proper modifications, and I have, other than the ones I pointed out earlier. I was told later that in some places officers are expecting to see the third brake light. It was not on the form, but I do admit that I licensed it as a passenger dune buggy, not a low-speed vehicle. There's two different forms, one for a low-speed vehicle, and she takes that, she sends that off with my off-road title that I gave her, and another 10 days come back and I get my title back, and up in the category position my title is now marked PDB, which stands for passenger dune buggy. I suppose if you did the low-speed vehicle thing it would say LSV or something like that. Mine come back saying PDB on it, for passenger dune buggy. From then on you just renew your plates every year like normal. And that was the procedure. I hope that helps somebody. That's how it worked in my state. I don't know about other states. But I do hope that helps anybody that's curious at least how I did it.